About 3 hours ago, we didn't know whether this game would get started on time or at all.
Joey Wentz coming off perhaps the best start of his young career. He'll need another effort like that against Kyle Gibson, who is undefeated so far at 3-0.
But the Tigers and Orioles are going to start on time. That's a great sign. As Nick Maton leads off for Detroit against Kyle Gibson.
3 pitches, and he begins with a strikeout.
Well, if you watched Tyler Wells last night, you know, Tyler doesn't have the kind of experience, but sinker, then a curveball, and then a changeup.
Here is Baez with the 7-game hit streak. Base hit to left, similar to last night, that tied the game in the 9th.
Yeah, Baez continues to get hit with some really good rhythm, good timing, really getting some pitches that he can handle.
Extending his hitting streak now to 8 games, and the Tigers with a leadoff man on base.
Well, Riley Green, the Tigers center fielder, left-hand hitter.
Inside, delayed steal by Baez. The throw goes into center field. Baez is in there with a head-first slide. And he might be hurt. Might have jammed one of his fingers. Now, the one thing we know about Javier Baez, he will try and play through this if he can.
So you have 2 men on base, and Kerry Carpenter coming up.
Bases are loaded in the first for Detroit.
Master McKinstry is 3 for 8 with the bases loaded. Line drive out to right. In comes Santander. He has got it. And in an inning where Gibson battles his command, he strands. The bases loaded.
Wentz 0-2 on the year with 3 starts, 6.39 ERA, and he faces Austin Hayes.
Foul tipped into the glove of Eric Haas. 3 pitches and 1 out.
In a lot of ways, like this guy uses the entire field when he bats. On base percentage in the American League, well, his 17 walks pace the AL, and it's looped into right field. So there you go. A little flare single into right field. Rutschman snaps the hitless drought and gives the Orioles their first base runner.
Miles per hour off the bat. Here's your breaking ball. He was 2 for 20 on breaking balls coming into the night. Now make it 1 for 1, 3 for 21.
Here's switch hitting Anthony Santander. Pitch, high fly ball left field. Baddoo running in toward the line, slides and makes a catch. It was a fair ball. So Baddoo read it off the bat, maybe took a step back and then came charging in and made a sliding catch right near the foul line. So the Orioles retired in the first.
Kyle Gibson looking for a bounce back second inning after he threw 24 pitches in the first. Got him top of the zone, strike 3. Gibson with his 3rd punch out.
Right there, gets frozen on a high changeup.
Nevin made his Tiger debut last Thursday.
Kyle Gibson's going to get him the first time. Back-to-back strikeouts for the veteran righty. Haas has started to heat up for Detroit. And he struck out this side. Well done by Kyle Gibson. A nice bounce-back second inning.
No score about him in the 2nd inning. Ramon Urias at the plate.
3rd strikeout of the night as he punches out Urias to start the 2nd. Unlike him last year in Seattle. Played a lot, not very productive.
Yeah, he's got to get back to staying on the baseball.
Rolls it over to Torkelson on an easy hop. After leading Wentz to the bag, there are 2 away. Here comes former Tiger James McCann. Sent to shallow center. Riley Green got a good jump. And 10 pitches gets Joey Wentz through the 2nd here in Baltimore.
Due up to face the lefty Joey Wentz. It'll start off with Gunnar Henderson. He was supposed to get a day off today.
Poked out to left center field. Green was playing back, and that'll fall in. That may not be a home run, but it is a base hit, and the Orioles with the leadoff.
Well, we were saying, Gunnar, I mean, 0 for 16 on breaking balls. Well, here's a breaking ball. He's 1 for 1. And this is sometimes how you have to hit lefties.
Hayes in. He struck out in the 1st.
And that's a balk. So that'll move Henderson up to 2nd base.
Gunnar in his shoes. Yeah, his foot just slept.
That one skips away, and so after the balk, Henderson will move up to 3rd base.
Well, it's kind of where you want to throw a breaking pitch, maybe a cutter, but you don't want to be bouncing it at about 57 feet.
Possible first run for the Orioles stands 90 feet away.
Hayes swing and a miss. A shout of frustration. He gets pretzeled on a changeup. 2 outs. No score. Adley Rutschman.
Broken bat flare into left. That is down. A soft single will get Henderson home, and Adley Rutschman a 3rd inning RBI.
Up on his fist, and of all the young hitters, Rutschman is one of the best.
Ryan Mountcastle follows with a single, and Now you have an opportunity for Santander to maybe add to this 1-0 lead and see if he can extend his hitting streak to 6 games.
High, bases loaded, full of Orioles. Santander, a 2-out walk. But now a single, and a walk here will bring up Ramon Urias. This backs up Kerry Carpenter. He has to play it off the wall. Rutschman comes home. There's no throw. Ramon Urias, he clears the bases. A 3-run double.
Can't fly it out to center his first time. And this one is bullpen bound. And today CNL makes the catch with his cap. A late birthday present for CNL Perez, and James McCann has got himself a home run, his first one in an Orioles uniform.
He cleaned the bases with a double off the right field wall, drove in 3 runs.
Called strike 3. That one might have been outside, and I think Urias is letting Vic Carapazza know that. Well, after Ramon Urias had 2 pitches that he didn't like, he gets thrown out of the game.
McKinstry has lined out and struck out. Mullins giving chase. That ball's out of here. McKinstry with a solo homer. Just the second hit of the night for the Tigers and his second home run as a Tiger. A little love to the Red Wings. With a hockey helmet, a hockey stick, he'll leave the gloves off for now.
And that's going to do it for Kyle Gibson, but he does tie his career high in strikeouts, and he'll get a round of applause from the Camden Yards crowd.
Kyle Gibson 3-0 coming in, trying to win his 4th game. First inning was a little bit of a struggle. You never know from the line score. And right here he gets Torkelson out, and then right here McKinstry, who just homered, hits a rocket with the bases loaded and then lights out. He ends up striking out, what, another 9? And the Orioles, meanwhile, get him a 5-0, now 5-1 lead. So he pitches magnificent baseball. Orioles play well behind him. And a chance
For the Orioles, trying to finish it, not a save situation, but Coulomb will go to work.
Line drive out to right field. Here comes McKenna. It's another series win for the Orioles as they again get fine pitching tonight from Kyle Gibson, and it's the first 2 against Detroit. Orioles claim it 5-1.